Yeah, did you know that you're here?
Aye, mate, I
Me?
bleached my hair
Oh.
blonde during lockdown. It was like the same
made
length.
that,
It was,
mate.
like, it was
Slim
the same length of
Shady.
hair as I've got the now. I think it was actually shorter, mate.
How could it be shorter?
Actually, because no, it was like a proper baldy. This is like a 2 or something I've got now, like as it's grew in.
Oh,
But it
okay.
was like I shaved my head and I just plastered bleach all over it, man. I actually thought it was going bald at the top, and that was like,
Wouldn't your scalp actually burn like fuck? What if you're bleaching your hair at that length?
Aye, it did, mate.
Yeah, I'm glad I never just made that up, man. I thought you dyed your hair blonde.
I mean, I was like 8 years old and I was about to go to Florida with my family. So the day before that, I went and got my hair done. Like I got like frosted tips because I thought they looked sick as fuck.
Like
And
every
the next-
shit does.
every shagger does in that part in his life. But then I went home, put a cap on, and got my hair cut the next day. Got it all taken right out. What?
Why?
Because it looked like shit. The very next day, I got it taken right back out again. I just looked like a fat dauber.
Who done it, mate?
So, Mum, I look like a fat dog. I'm going to go get a fade.
You try to take names.
Fucking name and shame, they can't go.
John Wick, instead of his dog getting killed, it's a shit haircut. You're away to kill everyone who's involved.
No, who done it? Do you know them personally?
No, I was 7 or 8. I allowed myself that mistake.
So what's been happening then? Do you want to just go in on the Royals anyway? I don't even know much about it. I just know they're all pedos.
I know that. Well, we can speak about Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan basically walked off a Good Morning Britain because it was basically being slandered over his abuse towards Meghan Markle. But it actually came out that he did an interview a few years ago. It may have been more recent than that, I'm not sure. And he admitted that him and Meghan Markle went on a date, right? Fucking couple of dirty cocktails or something apparently. And he sent her off into a taxi. That taxi was heading to the party where she met Prince Harry. And Piers Morgan never heard from Meghan Markle again. And that's why people think he's been like such an arsehole to Meghan Markle.
It was like heavy beastie wording, but it was like, I sent her off in a taxi. It's like, I'm sure she could get a taxi herself. You just sound like a heavy beast talking about it.
Mate, no wonder she never met him again. He's a fucking mutant.
I know, he done interviews with like... Aye, exactly, mate.
Piers Morgan, man.
Did you see that clip when it was like...
Rolf Harris and all that, and like Jimmy Savile, mate. And
the
Prince Harry, Prince Andrew, sorry. He's definitely in with Jeffrey Epstein's clan.
Have you seen like the news headlines as well? It's like the biggest bombshell to hit the Royals in 85 years. They're trying so hard to dust under the rug. What happened with that Prince Andrew?
Hello, Prince Andrew.
It's like, I'm pretty sure Prince Andrew is Andrew is a nonce.
Yes, man.
It's a proven fact.
And the Queen will look after our wee nonce pals, man. They all look after each other, all these pedos.
Aren't they like all carnivores as well? Like they all eat each other and shit. Or they all eat humans.
That adrenochrome, mate.
Aye, man. Munching babies' fucking blood and shit.
Ellen DeGeneres. She's into that.
Have you heard of that shit? That's fucked up, that.
Yeah. See how Oprah was interviewing her?
Aye, she was part of that whole thing. Remember during lockdown? With her and Ellen DeGeneres, actually. Aye. They were at fucking... Apparently, her and like Hillary Clinton were at court. Like a Supreme Court, and it was all like COVID was supposed to be like a cover up for this because they'd found out that Oprah and like Hillary Clinton had like murdered like fucking kids basically. How fucked
it was like Tom Hanks, Will Smith, fucking every cunt was in it.
Who's that guy at Disney?
Walt Disney.
No, the other one. I don't know if he's at Disney. Who's the big? No, it's not Disney. Sorry, man. Who's the big fucking Hollywood guy?
Oh, the big fat director.
Aye, that guy.
Harvey Weinstein.
Aye,
Harvey. Aye, that guy. Oprah was in Wayne's. I posted something in my G about it today. I shared it. There's a photo of Oprah handing over a screaming like 10-year-old lassie to that fucking Harvey guy.
Have you ever like seen or heard the book Doctor Strange?
No, but what's that?
It's like it was like Stephen King's follow up to The Shining, but like the whole thing in that was about like these like group of like people would travel around America stealing kids, and they'd like torture them, and they'd like let off a thing called steam as like their last breath before they died, and they'd like inhale it, then it would keep them young. So that's like my thing is like that's him just probably knew what was going on. He's just like that was him just his way of saying it without everyone going down on him.
That whole kind of Wayfair thing as well during lockdown.
That was mad. Like you needed to put like cabinets were going for 20 grand when they usually be going for like 200, and everyone was theorising that there was Waynes inside them when you bought them.
Mate, there's actual good fee towards that, but because like I'm sure like higher ups in Wayfair, like the owners of Wayfair were involved in the whole like Pizzagate situation and that as well. It was just a mad. See as well, it could have been like a pure boredom thing during lockdown, so people are putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 6.
Aye, cunts were fucking watching all sorts and have unlimited spare time in their hands. You could probably have linked anything together.
Aye, exactly, man. That was such a kind of. Did you enjoy the first lockdown?
I right now I have like such fond memories of it. For some reason, I just thought it was like the best time ever. But probably at the time, I don't know. It just felt because everything was like leading up to that point. It's like January, February, March. Everything's fucking boring as fuck. Just after New Year, you're just looking forward to summer. So it's like, oh, you have a couple of weeks off work, then you're just on like PS getting pissed with your pals every night. It was fucking class.
Aye, I know. That first lockdown.
Damn, man. I was getting slandered. No, I wasn't getting slandered, man. Cunts were so fucking bitchy, man. I was going out with my pals, like going out bike rides and shit. Fucking doing what fucking you do. And then people are pure screenshotting my story and all that. Pure snidey Bob, man. Screenshotting all my stuff because I was with my pals. People are
it was like the first lockdown. You felt like actual. It was like heavy strike. As soon as someone saw you doing like something sketchy, you felt like you're like the Queen was coming to your door the next day.
But I knew I was right the full time.
No, did I fuck, man?
I feel like
why would I feel bad dick for going into my pals? No, you don't. Why are you lying?
Mate, I did, mate. I feel like a bit of a dick. It didn't stop me from doing it, but I feel like a bit of a tadger.
See, that's the problem, man. You're being conditioned to fucking think that you feel like a dick because you went out and met your pals or fucking done.
I know it was total conformity, mate. Aye, no, it was conformity. I was conforming to 2 sides. I was conforming to my pals and what I wanted to do, and then I was fucking totally conforming to the media's set ways that I should feel about myself during lockdown. Like if you go, you're a wank. Do you know what I mean? So it was a bit of a confusing thing. Aye, definitely, mate. That's exactly what it was.
It's fucking horrible. It's mind control. We're in actual psychological warfare right now.
Think so?
Aye, mate, I know so. You've not seen the propaganda they're putting it?
Expand, mate.
Expand, right. Adverts, you seen the adverts they're doing?
Mate, I don't really watch TV, so I don't see all your kind of...
I mean, neither. I just watch YouTube.
Adverts and all that.
Yeah, mate. But I've seen these fucking adverts. And one was, this woman went into... It must have been her granddad's or dad's house, right? Pure fake advert. And then she made him a cup of tea or something. And then it showed you her touching something. And there was pure like green, glowing fucking germs on it. And I was, shut the fuck up. You actual...
that was on Facebook as well.
Fucking try to make people feel guilty for seeing their family, right? And then another one was on SoundCloud. And it was pure, can you look him in the eye and tell him that you've been fucking following all the rules? So, shut up. Something with a fucking 99.9% survival rate. You know what I mean? As if I'm going to fucking throw away my whole life just because they said so, because I've been fucking wanting to push an agenda that they've not said. Go fuck yourself, man. I'll never conform to that. Why would I do that? Why would I give up my freedoms? I've already taken them anyway, but why would I fucking give up my freedoms if I can't say don't give a fuck about me? Saying you're out killing people if you're not wearing a mask and all that. You can fucking come meet me.
My boy Conley does the boxing, man. I know, mate. I totally agree.
You get dirty looks in shops if you don't wear a mask. And, mate,
you do.
I can't even do it, and I can fucking backhandle you and not care.
I don't wear a mask a lot, mate. I don't wear a mask in my work. I don't wear a mask.
What's the point in covering your face? What's the point in covering your
and certain...
fucking breathing in your own germs and chemicals that you're meant to be breathing out? That's why you're breathing out, because it's toxins and stuff.
It's bad for you, innit?
Aye, why would you breathe in? That only hinders your immune system. Why would you block your airways? Why would you hinder yourself if this is a big scary virus that's going to fucking attack your lungs? Why would you hinder your lungs then? It's fucking no common sense, man. All a load of shite. That's what it is, man. I'm going in the day.
Why do you think it's a load of shite?
I wasn't going to say it. Because it is, mate. It just is.
But what do you think the pure agenda behind it is?
Fucking full control, the Great Reset, mate. That's what it is. You're not going to own any property. You're going to be given a normal wage after the government, right? And you won't have to work for it, I think.
And people living wage?
Aye, that's the one, mate.
So communist practice.
All small businesses will be gone. Like, see cafes and stuff. Like, see normal people that own businesses that they'll all be gone. It'll just be Amazon, fucking Google, all that shit. They'll take over. All the big shops, Teslas and all that crap, Apple, Teslas and shit. Like, they'll be flying, but like, small businesses don't have the option to stay fucking alive now if they can't be open to sell their product or give their service. It's not right.
Like, so do you think that the government's basically trying to introduce like a communist kind of state? That's kind of how I take a look at what you're describing, that like a standard living wage, government-owned shops and all that. Is that what you think they're trying to do?
Aye. Well, that's what it is, mate. Have you ever read 1984?
No, mate.
By George Orwell.
Big Brother. It's a good book.
Aye. It's a book, man. It's about basically, like Jack said, Big Brother's always watching you. And in that book, you're not allowed to... There's the thought police. There's all these different, like, polices. There's the thought police, which, like, they fucking... If you think in a different way, they'll kill you, basically. And then
it's like all the TVs have like built-in cameras and shit like that. Then every sort of news article is like constantly like pieces cut out it.
It's all propaganda.
Isn't that like a big thing that's happening in China right now? There's like all of China's going off like a social score and stuff like that. About 95% of China is like under surveillance. There's concentration camps in China. Fucking what happens in George Orwell's books is happening in China right now.
Aye, mate. He couldn't fucking predicted the future. He wrote that book for a reason, obviously, because he knew.
A fun fact as well, he wrote that book in Hale Miles. It's a fun fact. He wrote parts of that book in Hale Miles, I think. I don't know if I'm making that up.
What?
And he's still right?
Aye, I think so.
Mate.
Where's he fake? Google that then, mate.
Google that. I'm doing that right now, mate.
No, he didn't, mate.
I think he did.
He wasn't even cutting a book when he was fucking wrote that. He wrote that in the 50s.
It was like 1940s, 50s he wrote that.
I'm sure Hale Myers wasn't even lying back then.
Right, wait there now, mate. I'm looking it up.
Type in where's George Orwell for.
He's English, mate. He is from England.
Right. Well, it's a cracking book.
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah, pull that up.
And you're no...
I believe I heard that. I believe Johnny Craig told me that. So Johnny Craig, if you're out there, I'm coming for you if you've told me lies.
Aye, Johnny Craig. Fact checked. So they're going to say, right, everyone needs to get vaccinated now. Guess what? The vaccine costs fucking money. Guess who's selling it? The most corrupt bastards ever. Fucking Pfizer and all that. And they've been done for hundreds of legal charges. They've paid out billions in claims because of their stuff. They're fucking...
Pfizer not owned by thingy as well.
Bill Gates is involved in that and all, man. It's fucked, mate. And if people don't actually realise it and stop fucking having their eyes closed when this is actually all going on right now, it's just going to go on forever. It will never end. Your compliance is what's making it go on longer.
See, I'd watched that David Icke documentary. Have you heard of David Icke? Or watched any stuff?
Aye, mate. I watched the fucking Mad Blizzard one with Tambo for like 3 hours one night.
Some of his stuff is like really out there, right? But one of the things that's always kind of stuck with me when I end up in conversations like this is, see, when you start connecting the dots, you realise that it's connected a lot more than what we think. Do you know what I mean? So like virus, Bill Gates, and I'm sure Bill Gates has already like had like a failed vaccine that's killed people before. So it's like there's a lot of different fucking ins and outs to these things. It just takes a bit of research to actually connect them all together.
There's fucking hunters, mate, that
a
shows this
contactless society as well.
Aye, mate, like that is not right. Why humans are made to interact with each other. This is not right. See, when we guys are going to school and they can't talk to their pals or touch their pals or fucking, you know what I mean, do what we guys do, they're going to be fucked. See, when they're our age or when they're older, like 40s, like 30s, I don't know, they won't have any social skills. They won't know how to talk to each other. They'll all be pure awkward. Because they'll be stuck inside for fucking like a year.
Aye, they're stuck inside playing Fortnite.
Aye, it's weird, mate. It's not right. That's not how humans are meant to be. Humans are meant to love each other and touch each other and hug each other. You should be doing that.
Other.
Aye, spitting at each other.
We're missing out on so much now, mate, especially the Waynes, as you're saying. Like, they're not getting to go to school.
You're missing out on the
Waynes. An iPad. No, but they're learning through an iPad, mate, and so am I. And so is like anybody else who's in like college or uni. Like, we're not learning to the full capacity that we should be. And I go for anybody. Even in work, you're not working to your potential. You're not meeting your potential in life because you're doing it fucking behind a screen.
That's right, buddy. Fucking
you know right.
It's just
a crazy world we're in now.
It's a thing about control, and the more people conform to it, then the more control they have. Like, think how easy they find it is to just put every cunt in fucking a lockdown. They think that's no bother, but think how many lives it ruins every time we do that. Think how many cunts kill themselves when they hear that they're going to be in lockdown for the next 12 weeks. How many folk are just going to go fuck this and kill themselves? It's happened. There's been more suicides. There's been more suicides and COVID deaths, mate, and that's a fucking fact.
Therefore, nah, I totally agree with you, mate.
So
especially in Scotland, mate, you notice it so much.
So, I'm saying fucking, we're the young, healthy ones that have got a full lives ahead of us that's been fucked in the ass over this, over something that's not going to harm us at all. And it's not going to harm anyone, I don't think, man. See, if you live a healthy lifestyle, if you're full of toxins, then it will harm you. If you've been living a shit life and fucking rubbing all these chemicals into your body and eating a shit diet, it might harm you if you're fucking at risk, maybe, I don't know. But the 0.01% that do get killed, that's a fact. Go fucking check it out. That's a fact. It's only 0.01% of people who get it. Never mind the fucking population. It's only 0.01% of people who contract COVID die. And I fucking bet most of them are false fucking cases anyway. And that's another thing. COVID has never been isolated as the one thing. It's never been chemically or biologically isolated in a lab as one. It's never been found. COVID-19 technically doesn't exist because it's never been like separated. It's never been actually found. It's been with other things. It's like it's basically fucking just joined on me. Shit. Like a flu. That's what it is. That's another fucking point. Where did the flu go this year? Do you know that there's 0 cases of the flu this year? 0 cases. So bullshit. Do you think how many cases of the flu has there been in the past 100 years? Every year there's thousands and thousands. Right? 2020 there was 0. 0. You fucking joking, man?
It 0, so mate. Fucked, man.
That tells you one or two things. That year tells you that COVID-19 obviously is the fucking flu, which it is. We all know that, right? So that just shows that that's the flu. So why are we making a big fucking deal out of it? People die of the flu every year. Why is this any different?
Like a few of your pals got it, and they were actually brand new, weren't they?
Mate, a few of your pals got it, and fucking they got it. They tested positive.
Aye, tested positive.
And they're the ones saying COVID is all the shite because they're the ones that meant to had it. Imagine a virus so deadly you don't even know if you fucking got it. You need to go get tested and do 2 tests or something. It's a load of shit.
Imagine a virus so deadly that one of your pals had it and it was at doing 5Ks, 10Ks and all that. Do you know what I mean?
It's just wrong, mate. You're robbing fucking us of our lives. Take a year off us. shit we're meant to be fucking building our lives now, and then they think it's sound because they're the ones that don't need to do anything. They're in power, they don't care. And then see all the people that are complying with it, they're just the fucking problem, man. See anyone who's agreeing with lockdowns, having humans being locked in their house for over a year, they are fucking nonsense. They're full on nonsense. They cannot be trusted. They're obviously just cowards, I think.
It has totally destroyed I was going to say it's destroyed a generation, but it hasn't really. I mean, it's destroyed a full
I
fucking
could take my boys,
full world.
because me and all my pals have been at fucking constant. Anyway, we have been out since first lockdown, all the time, been meeting, getting mad at it, whatever, man, in gaffs all the time. I've never caught it.
The thing about it was, like, see the bike rides to go and get on it in the first lockdown, or even just the bike rides, mate, down to Carrick and Brazen. That was a class time. I'd go back to the first lockdown if I could, just for the sun and the bikes.
Fuck and the beers, man. You just want the weather and bikes, mate. You don't want a lockdown.
I don't.
Definitely, mate. That's coming soon, by the way.
I know, mate. You notice it. Some days it's kind of sunny, mate.
The weather today has been terrible, but it looks nothing like summer in this lake.
So if you're getting enough vitamin D, which comes from the sun, which you should be going out and getting frequently, that'll build your immune system. Enough vitamin D will fight off viruses and infections and flus and all that shit, right? If you look after your body, foods, drink enough water, right supplements, not even supplements, just fucking minerals and vitamins, and eat right, fucking exercise regular, do things that are going to build your immune system, breathing techniques, cold water therapy. Don't just sit in your house rubbing hand sanitizer in your hands, wearing a mask. If you think that's what health is, you need actual punch the fuck out of.
I guess an aspect could be like looking into like how it affects like poverty and stuff like that. Because like a level of poverty, you can't really like afford these like nutritious meals most of the time. It is like high fat foods that are the most affordable. So I guess an aspect of it could be due to like governments like making people in such levels of poverty where they can't even keep themselves healthy.
Have a good bit.
I don't agree with the masks. I think the masks are a lot of shite, to be honest.
Aye, man, it's a nappy for your face, mate.
Well, it smelled a wee bit, man.
No, it is. It's just a nappy. Why would you wear a nappy in your face? There's no point. Do you know what?
You're right when you're saying that, because it catches all the shite for your mouth, or the shite inside you. That's a nappy for your mouth, mate.
You're breathing in your own waste. It's fucking stupid, man. Like, can't so believe anything they say. People are putting on 2 masks.
I have seen that, mate. I think that's fucked.
Go take your fucking brain for a shite, man.
It's actually been proven as well that the mask doesn't like stop any sort of germ coming in. Like, there's shit.
Exactly, mate.
You know what I mean? It's just like sheets of cotton. It's piss, mate. There's actually no point in them.
It's just a sign of compliance, mate. The more people that fucking go along with it, the more they can do. You know what I mean? And people are brainwashed. Like, it would be some people's fault because the media and fucking the news and all that, it's been their mission. There's fear mongering. People are living in a state of fear where you can't think for yourself. Like, people do the most stupid shit just because they've been told on the news.
No.
There's no common sense. There's no fucking critical thinking. There's no free thinkers. People just do shit because they get told to do in the news. Like, what was that thing? Pubs shut at 10 to stop the spread. Then, like, what?
Then everyone just went out in the streets or went to people's gaffs after it.
Exactly.
All that shit, right? And then, there's so many things I could say, and it's just fucking annoying me. But what was I saying there? People can't think for themselves, and it's I didn't know what I was saying there, man. I went over it. I missed it with something. I skipped it.
See what you were saying about the cold water therapy and that as well. Like, obviously we went and did that at the weekend, and that was like my first time proper doing it, mate. And it was such a beautiful place. We did it up at the Campsie Fells as well, an actual class waterfall. But like, see after that as well, and see we like doing that and going for cold showers and stuff and trying to live a bit healthier. Because I feel like when you're in lockdown, honestly, there's like nothing to do. Like all I'm doing now is sitting, going to work or doing college work. So I'm trying to put my mind into something different. So that's why I started doing this cold water stuff. And I do feel like it's actually changed me a wee bit. See, when I have like a cold shower in the morning, I feel pure stimulated. It's like a coffee, mate. That's sort of how I feel like it.
It's like your fight or flight takes over. It's your whole adrenaline just starts going.
I do.
It's well better for you than fucking a coffee. And it's just a stressor. You're putting a stressor on your body, a natural stressor. It's only cold. It's just cold temperature, cold water. But it gets your body to handle this stress. This is for the mental side, right? And if you can handle that stress and you want to get out, but you don't get out because you want to fucking stay in. So you fight it. You fight your wee bitch in your head, right? You fight the fucking pussy inside you and you stay in for longer and longer and you start to feel better and better. Then you just relax. It gets to past a minute or something of being submerged in water. You're like, oh, you can relax now. Once you've got your breathing down, you're all good. But then it's just building resilience. So seeing you can transfer it to real life, like normal life in your day. Say you're stressed out about work or something, or fucking something's heavy getting on your nerves and you're staying on nothing. You can use the same methods you use to fucking cope with a real stressor, the cold water. You can use that to cope with your life stuff.
I feel like such a good thing like that as well is just like exercise in general, just like such a break away from reality, it just refreshes your mind altogether. It's just finding your way to like find your norm again, just alleviate all the stress from other parts. Because that's what I find when I go to the gym. Like I put myself through that stress. You're not thinking to yourself, "I need to hand this in tomorrow." You're like, "Don't look like a wanker here," and do the exercise properly.
And you don't, when you're exercising, when you're at the gym or doing anything that's kind of active, you don't think about fucking assignments or bills or anything like that. You just think about what you're actually doing in that moment, mate. It's like keeping busy in any form of way that you enjoy. It's a massive de-stress.
It's true, man. It completely clears your mind. And also, you can just be mindful while you're doing what you're doing, so you can focus on that. That's why I like fucking like boxing's like that and all, and Muay Thai, Jack.
It's like you're just trying not to let this cunt hit me in the face. No, like what should I have for breakfast tomorrow morning?
It's just pure focus, being in the moment. That's what it comes down to. Just being in the moment.
You're like 100% present. It's not like your head's elsewhere. You're just, your whole head is just focused on what your body's doing.
And then after it, you're going to get endorphins, which make you in a good mood. You're going to lower your cortisol, which is the stress. It's got a lot of real stuff, man. It's all chemistry.
Human biology. A shout out to Tambo. He finished what we gave him a shout out for last week. He finished it. It was some achievement by him.
Aye, well done, Tambo, my man.
Aye, it was good, mate. Well done,
Tambo.
You done. Proud of you, you're a wee shagger. Fucking raised tons of money and all for mental health, men's mental health.
As we speak, he used that money. He's on a plane to Maglif as we speak. He's about to spend it all. Never to be seen again. Done, aye, well done. So achievement.
And if anyone's got something that they'd like us to talk about, we're going to post an Instagram story with the fucking box where you can write something. If you want us to cover any topics or just any questions, like general.
If you want advice as well, we'll put like advice up on it. You can ask us away, and we'll set like a specific amount of time next week. We'll just go through them all.
I think about doing some like relationship advice. So if he's not got any of that, then Dak's your man.
Aye.
It's just something stupid, man. It can be,
Mr. Heartbreak.
Can be funny or serious or just fucking hit us with something, surprises with something, I know, man. Shows what you've got.
Right,
so
catch these trips.
Catch these.
Right. Catch these.
Catch these.